Right guys, another day, another dollar. And what I'm going to be tackling is these corners. Because these have all been dot and dabbed and drywalled. And what they do with these corners, they put bands on with little thin metal strips either side. And they don't use this stuff basically and plaster the wall, so it's a lot quicker. But it's failed. It's they've obviously caught, like the previous owners have caught it, and it's just fallen off of the wall. It's just come away basically, and it was so bad that it's far better to replace it. Really, I'm going to take you down. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, guys. Now this can be repaired, I'm hoping, but you see, like the metal strand, and it's come away from the wall. It's loose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to angle grind that part out, like just that side, and I'm going to repair it with an 2-epoxy like filler, like give it every chance to be as strong as it can be, because I don't want to be ripping all this out as well, just because of that fouled bit at the bottom. It would mean me having to replace all this, and because it's at a funny angle, you'd have to purchase like a different beading, and it's like a tenner a strip, which I can't warrant to spend that, like just to fix that little tiny bit at the bottom. So what we're going to do is what I just said. I'm going to angle grind that and get it fixed. So, right, I'm going to try and see if I can cut this out. So, like I say, I'm going to knock up a 2-epoxy resin filler and repair this, and that should stop it from cracking all the way up. I could put a bit of scrim on it, I suppose, but I might do actually, just to give it every chance. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. But that seems to work, guys, because I just don't want to replace this. So let's go back to this corner. What I'm going to be doing, guys, is sticking on this beading, and I'm not going to put it on straight. I'm just going to copy the wall, because these walls are so badly out that if I was to straighten this wall up, I'd be like 20 mil, like with a gap 20 mil, and like I'd have to bond it all out with bonding, and I'm not doing that either. So I don't think you're going to notice it, guys, but what can you do? So I'm just going to get this stuck on with some, what have I got? I've got sticks like, is it that one? No, stick saw. This is what I've got, guys. I'm just going to use this to get the beading stuck on. Then get back to me, because what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be feathering like this edge. I'm going to be plastering it all the way up. So we want it to stick to the corner. I've SBR'd the corner because it was very porous. Let's see how we get on. This might not be enough, but we'll see. Like I say, guys, I'm not going to be putting a spirit level on this. Go nice and tacky. Just there I want it. I just want that to stick. Let's do it. There we go. Now I'm going to put my spirit level on it. Actually, what I use is a straight edge. I use this bit of coating just to make sure I'm not putting any bow in it. Do it coming out a bit. There we go. But that is it. That is good enough. Get your finger and just damp it down a bit. Make sure that it's not sticking out when you plaster. Sam? It's all in the prep, guys. Like I keep saying. And that is it, that is on. Well, I'll give my hands a clean. And then put some trim on it. Put some trim down on it. There we go. You've got to make sure that when you do this, like you bend them in a bit if you have to, because you don't want the edges of this sticking out. So when you plaster it, you'll see it. You know what I mean? So you need them to be sticking in a little bit. A little bit of gentle persuasion, guys. And the best thing to do is to use your eye. But I'm not, normally I would match it up to the window frame or the corner of the wall, but there's no point because it's so bad. Now whenever you close this up, guys, like obviously once you finish using it, always bend the corner in. So because like if you close it like and it's not been done like that, then you'll have like nightmare trying to find like the live edge. No, what, I'm getting old. My eyes are terrible. Can't bloody see. If you want my advice in life, guys, don't get old. Because it's you wake up with aches and pains. It takes me an hour or two to get going, like, you know what I mean? My body to wake up. My brain wants to do it, but my body says no, not today. And there we go, guys, it's ready to go. So I'm going to let that go off for about an hour now, and then come back to me, and then we're going to feather it in. And what I'm going to use, I'm going to probably use the width of my trowel. I'll SBR the width of my trowel, both sides, and then when I start blending this into the wall, I'll probably go 3/4 of plaster to what I've measured to my trowel, and then it's going to have 2 coats obviously, and then like on that second coat I'll blend it right to the end of when I've SBR'd it, guys, and we'll see what it looks like. Should be okay. But yeah, looks better already. Right, I've done one side, let's do this side. Can't get rid of the giddy spells. I'm being delicate with this edge because I stuck it on about an hour ago and I still don't think it's gone on. And you can see where I've SBR'd it. And I'll come to the edge there about there. I want to give it a second coat. We'll fetch it all in. Right, we're getting there. Let's pitch down a bit. Do the last little bit. What I'm doing now, I'm literally going to the wall now, guys, and my last bit, I'm just going to Fetch it to the edge there and feather it in. But it's done now. I've just got to leave it for about 40 minutes, 20 minutes. You've got to just keep coming back and gauging it when you think it's going off. It's ringing wet now, obviously, so it's a waiting game now. Yeah. I'll see you in about half an hour, maybe. It's been about half an hour, and the edges are starting to go off. It's important that we don't have any fat edges along here. So I'm just going to tie them in now. Right, I'm probably going to give it another 10 minutes and I'm going to give it a second coat. And we should be okay. I've literally got like about 2 inches all the way along the boat. I know it looks like I've gone over, but it's just dust, there's nothing on there. So I'm literally going to fetch it right to the end now. Put that in. Obviously I'm going to do all this as well, give it another coat. We'll come back to me in 20 minutes. I think the timing is just about right now, perfect for a second coat. I've mixed up the old batch, it was going off, but it just means that this is going to go off even quicker, which is what I want really. I'll fetch it right to there. You've got to make sure that you don't plaster onto this wall without the SBR because it just won't stick. Perfect. So that's on now, so all I've got to do is let it go off for 10 minutes and then, because this is going to go off fast because it's an old batch. Right, it's going off now, so this is the time. Start feathering it right in. And what I do as a last resort when it's really getting to go off, when it's really going off guys, just get a sponge and wipe this down and you should get a perfect finish. Right, it's nearly there, so I'm just going to get that sponge now and start lightly cleaning it.